Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're here for WPL Season 8 Week 4. This is my battle versus Bash, coach of the Texan Raikous. Now, he's currently undefeated, which, I mean, is something every player I've actually played this season was when I played them. That's just something random I noticed when I, looking at who I've actually played so far. But, anyway, he is currently 3-0, which is pretty scary, and we are currently 0-3. So, not a good start. Not at all a good start. And straight away, I will admit my prep was a bit weak in this game, honestly. I realized straight away looking at prep there was a huge issue for my team. It was called Scoff Darmanitan. There was actually nothing on my team that could take less than 40% from a Flare Blitz. So I had nothing on my team pretty much that could actually switch into Dom. My only switch in that could even take like 40 was Mandibuzz. Even Keldeo, I believe, takes over 50 from Adam and Scarf. So that was a threat. And then he didn't bring it. And then that prep went to waste. And I feel like I just didn't prep that well this week, which is honestly a bit different to my normal. I've prepped pretty okay for the last 3 games. Didn't play so well in the last game, and the other 2 didn't really get very lucky. But this time, it was mainly prep. I actually feel like I play pretty okay, which is good, because as I prep badly, I definitely needed to play okay, to do well, and clearly take a win. Anyway, let's start. He leads Necrozma, I lead Sizzle. I realized straight away I had nothing for Necrozma. Like, look at my team, and look at Necrozma. So, I led with Scissor and decided it was time to click U-turn, and he T-Waves. Now, I felt pretty safe staying in. I was pretty sure that him leading this wouldn't have Rocks on. Or sorry, wouldn't have a Heat Wave on. Because it was probably a Rocks lead. So I figured Rocks, Toxic, Moonlight, Photon. Or maybe something else over Toxic. But you can clearly see here, T-Wave over Toxic. Now, luckily I do not get full powered. And I'm going to do about 50%. Now, I go into Keldeo here, who pretty much can knock this out. Like, I mean, I think it's a roll. I'm pretty sure it was a roll on Necrozma. But I go for the pump as he goes hard Rose Raid, which shouldn't surprise me. That was a pretty obvious switch. Now I believe I go hard Mandibuzz to take a HP Fire. Well, I mean, it was to take a Giga Drain, or a Sludge Bomb, or a HP Fire, because I can actually take most of those, or any of those, pretty easily. I believe here I go for Toxic. No, I go for Whirlwind. And Lopunny comes out, and that was actually pretty okay. I click Recover though, oh Roost, as he goes hard Necrozma again. And at this point, I switch, where I feel like I probably should have gone for a Toxic, because this Necrozma was incredibly difficult for my team to beat, so I definitely should have Toxic'd it, but I doubled to Sizzle. And something else this team doesn't have is Hazard Clearing. No Defog on Sizzle or Mandibuzz, no Spin on Donphan. So those rocks are staying until he decides to clear them with Silvally, which he has no point doing because I don't even believe I had rocks on Donphan. No, I definitely did, sorry. I have rocks on him, but until I get those up, and even when I do, it's like he doesn't really have a point in ever clicking Defog. Anyway, you see I don't actually knock him out there, and with how much we did there, I actually wouldn't have knocked this out earlier, so yeah, but unfortunately that lives, and is now in a really solid spot, because my only play here is Sub. It's the only mon that outspeeds and can kill. Sorry, it's actually just the only mon that outspeeds this. And I click Leaf Storm on the really obvious Rose Raid again, and that has, I'm pretty sure it did that have bulk on it? I'm pretty sure it did. But I go Sizzle on the Sludge Bomb, and then I'm going to double into Mandibuzz on the HP Fire. I figured he'd Sludge Bomb last time I went Mandibuzz, so that was pretty obvious. As he brings out Silvally Fire, which is really scary, definitely, for my team, as we both Toxic miss, which is fine. Like, all that turn does is just, you know, gives me 6%, and this turn is a lot better. He misses and I hit, which is really nice for me, and really not good for him. And I doubled to Sizzle, and I'm honestly surprised he didn't predict this, but he didn't. And now I believe I go out to my Mandibuzz. No, I just sack off Sizzle. Anyway, now this thing is slightly weakened, which is nice, but My team does not, well, switch into it too well. I believe I should go Donphan, yeah. And Earthquake is what I would already guess I clicked. And Necrozma comes out. No, I click Rocks. I should have Earthquaked, because I might have actually got rid of this. But I didn't. And yeah, that would have definitely killed. But now Necrozma's back in, and I'm really not doing too well here. I'm going to go Mandibuzz, and I'm going to click Toxic. I need this thing Toxic. He brings out Comfey. No, I Whirlwinded. No, I Foul Played. Huh. Yeah, I made that. I don't know why I forgot that sound pretty badly. Here I Toxic because he chose Sub. So now I can just Whirlwind him out, but that's a good way for him to avoid Toxic. I actually switched out for some reason. I guess I was afraid of how much Draining Kiss could do, which wouldn't have done that much, thinking about it. But anyway, now my Donphan gets 1v1 down by Leech Seed, Draining Kiss, Protect, Sub, Comfey, which is not good. And at this point, I start making pretty bad plays, which, I mean, actually looking back at this game, I did not play well. I don't know what I was saying at the start. I played terribly again, just like week 3. Now here I go for a Leaf Storm on the really obvious Roserade again, and I just go Mandibuzz now. I don't really have a switch in to actually play around this. Luckily he doesn't 2-hit KO me, because if he did the game would have just ended, pretty much. But he doubles into Silvally Fire, as I believe I actually sack off Sup now, being the incredible player I am. No, I stay in on that turn and I Whirlwind him out. And out comes Comfey. And I believe I go Sub now. Yes. And at this point, Sub's going to get 1v1 down by Necrozma. I'm going to go for the Glare first. Wait, no. I was Scarf. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting this a lot. It was a while since I played this game. But I actually Glare him. We get the full power, which is really nice. And then he's going to set Rocks as I double to Buzz. I believe I double back. Yeah, and at this point I'm just going to Leaf Storm until I lose Sub, which it was a really bad play on my end. I played this game really badly overall, and you can kind of tell this is a pretty clean game for him. Like, this game's over, and it's probably over 6-0 if he wants it a 6-0, which, I mean, of course it makes sense for him to go for the 6-0, you know, because he's definitely a player that is in playoff contention. Now, over the next few turns, I'm going to try and beat Necrozma down while the power helps me a bit. And you're going to see I do actually get a bit lucky against this Necrozma, which is surprising since how unlucky I was in the first 2 games of the season. I'm surprised I even have any luck going into this game, but I do, which is nice. So, yeah, you're going to see, I think it was this turn, and this turn he does get full power twice. And that's going to be the end for Necrozma. I believe I just click Ice Beam now, as I do. And that does conserve the differential, but in the end there is no way I'm going to be able to sweep him with Regice right now. I'd love if there was a way, but there isn't. As you see, Fake Out does 23, which, you know, isn't my full health, but definitely is unfortunate to see that it does that much. I now miss Focus Blast, which sucks, but you're gonna see he does live here with his Roserade against my Ice Beam. Now, if I had hit the Focus Blast, not 100% sure that would have done 18. I don't think it would have. So realistically, I'd be in the same position I am. As I do live HP Fire on 1% and get my weakness policy. Now, unfortunately, there's still no hope for the sweep since he has multiple priority options in Fake Out plus Draining Kiss from Comfey using Triage. So he knocks me out there, but, you know, that's fine. At that point, I mean, I'd already got 2 more differential points than I should have. And he just goes for High Jump Kick as I Roost. And I'm going to go for a Toxic this turn as he goes Silvally. No, I'm not. I'm going to click Roost again. No, I'm going to Toxic on Lop, going for another High Jump Kick. And he just goes Silvally. That is Silvally right there. You see this Silvally. But he goes Comfey, and knowing he'll sub, I Whirlwind, and it brings him into Silvally. Now, if he hadn't been brought into Silvally here, maybe if he'd gone back into his Lopunny or Dragonite, I could have potentially scored another differential point away from him by Toxic Strolling it down, because this definitely, I didn't expect that he'd hard switch this in, just due to how much health it was at. Like, a foul play crit would have actually probably killed this, and he needed to toxic me to actually 100% win this game. So you're gonna see I do actually just knock him out without a crit. Never mind, I did not need a crit. But you see I do score that differential point, and if he had missed there, I don't think there was really a win con, but if he had missed there, I guess there was some hope, as I toxic on Leech Seed, and I believe I go for Whirlwind this turn. I should have, as I just go for the Whirlwind, yeah, and I believe he just doubles back. No, he just knocks me out with Lopunny, with the Fake Out plus Toxic and Leech Seed. So that's going to be that game. We're now 0-4, which definitely is not too good. I definitely haven't played too well this season. Last 2 games, I feel like I've played extremely badly. You know, those first 2 games, I mean, I played them fine. The first game, I feel like I played pretty okay. And I should have won the first game, honestly. I kind of got looked out in that one to some rolls. And then game 2, of course, I missed a toxic, and it just ended that game, which really sucks. I really wish I'd hit that toxic, because that ended that game. And then week 3 and 4, I've just played really badly, and it just hasn't worked. And I feel really bad about being 0-4 right now, because I have like one of the better teams in the league, in my opinion. And well, not really. I actually don't think I have a great team, but other people seem to think I do. So yeah, being 0-4 is not good. I made 2 more trades to the team. I dropped Mesprit and Type Null and picked up Blastoise and Steelix. Now, I do believe that was a good trade for my team, but at the same time, I don't know if it was worth my 2 free agents, because at this, that was my last 2 free agents, and maybe I should have used those on some higher tier Pokemon, but, it's whatever, so, yeah, next week we take on Jake. I'm really hoping we can pick up a win, because I don't believe we have any chance on playoffs right now, to make playoffs. I'd have to win out, or maybe I could lose like 1 more, but I'd have to go and go 7-1 or 8-0 for the rest of the season, and realistically that isn't going to happen. However, I do want to pick up a win in the next few weeks, just because, I do not want to go winless. And I'm still going to be trying for the rest of the season. I'll probably like meme for like the last game or 2, I don't know. But for the majority of the rest of the season, I will be trying just to get a few wins. Next week, I play Jake, and I honestly feel like it's one of the more winnable matchups, so I'm really going to try and prep and play really well and try and pick up my first win. That would be very nice to have at least 1 win, so I don't have to worry about going winless for the rest of the season. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.